Turns out that it was probably a good thing that I stayed home.
Craig, he got to keep his journal. That was an unfair advantage.
Craig, since you weren't able to take part in last night's mission, you get to keep your journal, which may be an advantage that will help balance out your disadvantage of missing key observations of the other players last night. Where's everybody's head at today? Knowing all of you except Alex and Craig will have to take the quiz without your journals, relying solely on your memory.
What are you gonna do?
I think there's an advantage in not having a journal. I think there's a couple or a few players that need that for security issues. They freak out, hopefully they won't do as good on the quiz, and I get to stay another execution.
Craig, were you able to get filled in on some of what went down last night?
I learned that everyone but Alex's journal got burned, and that some quotes were written out of journals.
Mark said that I drink a lot, and I guessed it was
No,
him.
I said you drink a lot at a very specific time.
Craig, is that a pretty good recap? You understand the game, and now you got a little briefing?
Yeah, let me write it down in my journal.
Wow.
Sorry. The journals are crucial. I haven't even brought mine out of respect for the dead.
Well, with the execution coming up, I'd like to propose a toast. A toast to the player who will be going home tonight. Get ready, America, the quiz is next. It's time for the quiz. 10 questions about the mole. The player who scores the lowest on the quiz will be executed and must leave the game immediately. Question number 1. Is the mole male or female?
I think it's possible that Victoria is the mole, although my strategy right now is just get through it as quickly as possible and hope that if I am totally dead wrong on everything, that somebody else is dead wrong and slower than I am.
Question number 2. In the Midas Rush mission, what color pants was the mole wearing? Question number 3. In Midas Rush, did the mole's team decide who received an exemption?
I thought it was suspect that Clay wanted the exemption. If he were the mole, that would just leave another player to get executed.
Question number 4. How many gold bars did the mole's team carry to the finish in Midas Rush? Question number 5. At the end of Midas Rush, from my perspective, where was the mole standing from left to right?
Starting to look at Victoria in a different light. Just watching her actions the last couple days lead me to believe that she could be a perfect candidate to be the mole.
Question number 6. To date, has the mole received an exemption?
If I'm executed tonight, I will be very disappointed because I had an exemption basically in my hand, and I let it go.
Question number 7. During the Who Said That mission, was the mole's answer disqualified?
Nicole might have been at play with a little, oh, it's just a tick, kind of sabotaging. So that was interesting.
Question number 8. Was the mole's journal burnt?
Craig, he got to keep his journal. So all the rest of us are having to scramble and put all of our information back together. He has a clear advantage over everybody.
Question number 9. During Who Said That, did the mole confess to writing a comment about another player?
That was me.
Question number 10. Who is the mole? Good evening, players. Welcome to your 4th execution, which finds us here high in the Andes. You've added $23,000 to the pot, bringing the grand total to $152,000. Clay, you've earned an exemption and cannot be executed tonight. Unfortunately, for the other 7 players, that means one of you will be going home. And tonight, we have a tie.
Oh, great.
That means the player with the slowest time on the quiz will be executed. And this evening, that was a difference of only 5 seconds. In just a moment, I will access your quiz results. If the screen turns green, you are safe. You may continue to play the game. If, however, the screen turns red, you've been executed. Shall I begin? Paul, are you ready for your quiz results?
Yep.
Alex. Mark. Victoria. Victoria, I'm sorry. Please come with me. Shocked?
No, I kind of had a feeling. I think it was my time to go.
And knowing it was only 5 seconds, how tough is that to swallow? You could still be here.
Obviously, I was headed in the wrong direction. So kudos to the mole. They pulled one over me.
I'm incredibly surprised. Thank God I had an exemption. That's all I'll say.
All right, Clay, you got it. Are we almost there yet?
When you wake up tomorrow, what do you think you're gonna miss about all this?
I'm just gonna miss being with the team. Like, what do I do? Like,
She was a great girl.
they're taking pictures.
I'm really gonna miss her.
Pleasure, young lady.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye. Air transportation provided by Lawn Airlines.